While Israeli troops and tanks continue to push deeper into Gaza, the Israeli advances put their forces on both sides of Gaza City and the surrounding areas of northern Gaza. Casualties on both sides are expected to rise sharply if Israeli forces expand their ground operation and end up battling Hamas terrorists in dense residential areas. IDF is carrying out door-to-door searches to hunt down the Hamas butchers and save the hostages that have been held captive after October 7th attack. Now, over 1,400 people have also died on the Israeli side, mainly civilians killed during Hamas attack. Hundreds of airstrikes have also been carried out by the Israeli forces in the past 48 hours. Over 600 targets of Hamas have been struck by the Israeli Air Force. Now, as the Israeli military expands operations from land, sea and air, Israeli Prime Minister makes it clear that the objective is to destroy the dens of Hamas and bring the hostages home. Israeli Prime Minister has asserted that Israel will not agree to cessation of hostilities with Hamas.
Just as the United States would not agree to a ceasefire after the bombing of Pearl Harbor or after the terrorist attack of 9/11, Israel will not agree to a cessation of hostilities with Hamas after the horrific attacks of October 7th. Calls for a ceasefire are calls for Israel to surrender to Hamas, to surrender to terrorism, to surrender to barbarism. That will not happen. The only thing that I intend to have resign is Hamas. We're going to resign them to the dustbin of history. That's my goal, that's my responsibility, and that's what I'm leading the country to do. This is my responsibility now. And it's something that I think unites the entire country. We're all supporting the soldiers, we're supporting our commanders, we're supporting the IDF, we're supporting, I think, the unbelievable efforts of our reservists and our security forces. We'll continue to do that until victory. Israel will fight. Since October 7th, Israel has been at war. Israel did not start this war. Israel did not want this war. But Israel will win this war. Well, I'm telling you right now that the future of our civilization is at stake. We have to win this war. We'll do it by minimizing civilian casualties. And may we succeed.
Bombardment on Gaza area by Israeli troops has been intensified. We have seen that during the last 48 hours, they are trying to target all those terror dens where the Hamas terrorists are said to be hiding. Right now, the visuals which you are seeing on the screen is Gaza area. This is considered to be one of the most dangerous zones on planet Earth. It will not be wrong if I say this is one of the most densely populated area here, and it's not that easy moving inside. That's one of the reasons you must be seeing those 2 or 3 Merkava tanks right now in the thick vegetation. They are trying to penetrate inside Gaza. They are pounding shells, and you can see the thick plume of smoke emanating from the high-rise building covering the skyline there. And we have seen that during the last 48 hours, several bombs have been dropped. They're using F-15 and F-16 aeroplanes to drop those bombs there. And besides this, also the tanks are also pounding shells. They are trying to decimate those areas where these Hamas terrorists are hiding. You can see those tanks right now trying to slowly move towards that area, because earlier it was a limited ground attack, but now they're trying to expand that ground attack. You can see that from the northern side and toward the central side, they're entering inside. They've already identified those control and command center where from these Hamas terrorists are trying to target Israel. They're also identified those launching sites from where they had been firing rockets. Right, I'm joined by a local resident who was hiding inside the safe house along with his family for hours together, not knowing what will be their fate. Let me talk to him and find out what exactly happened. Can you tell, I know it's very painful, what really happened on that day?
So that day, early in the morning, we got this red alarm. It's alarm from a bombing. We get the alarm, we run straight to the safe room and enter in. After a few minutes, we got inside communication in the communities that we have here some terrorists in the kibbutz. And we locked the door. I went out, bring some rope, bring them 1 bottle of water. We enter back, lock the safe room, and then we start here some shooting, Arabic people running between the house, shooting, bombing, people enter to the house, smash stuff inside, try to enter to the mamad, safe room. A terrible 8.5 hours. I was there with my 2 daughters that was here, Shefa and Tevel, and my wife and our dogs. Crazy 8.5 hours that your life running through your head. You understand that, if you will be strong and hold this door, you will be safe. If not, you will not be here.